Gator Framework Studio in Music City. It's the Dining at Disney podcast.
Another thing about good food, it brings folks together from all walks of life.
You'll discover all the best restaurants and food as you hungrily explore the Disney parks.
Let's do this thing!
The Dining at Disney podcast.
Welcome to the Dining at Disney podcast. I am Kristen, Disney park enthusiast, foodie, travel expert, and excited to be here.
And I'm Kat, experiential producer, film historian. I'm drinking a Shirley Temple from a can.
And
it's amazing. It's changed my life.
Really?
Yes. 7-Up for the holidays is doing a Shirley Temple as their holiday drink.
Nice.
And it's wonderful. I'm a Shirley girly, and I am very happy right now.
That is
Welcome
nice.
to the show.
I am drinking something that is leaded, and I have a chocolate lava cake stout.
Ooh.
And it's actually from Aldi, and it's delicious.
Sounds fancy.
Yes, it's very good.
Delish. Well, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. And today we have a bunch of news. But Kristen, how are you?
Good. Very tired, but I'm good.
Yeah.
Yes. I actually went to bed last night at 10:30, which is extremely early for me.
Nice.
Usually midnight or so, 12:30 is like when I go to sleep. So yeah, it was a good thing I decided not to go to the hockey game because it had a late start, and I went to bed like 10 minutes after the game ended.
Oh my God.
Where I would have like been in the parking lot of the arena.
Sheesh.
So I was like, it's a good thing I stayed home.
I love it.
How about you? How are you doing?
I went on a wild goose chase today.
Okay.
Would you like to hear about it?
Yes, I'd love to.
I don't know if you're familiar with a gentleman named Lance Bass.
Yes.
But Lance Bass wrote a children's book. It's called Trick or Treat on Scary Street. And right now on Instagram, he's doing a scavenger hunt where he gives you a clue. And if you go there, you might find a book that's autographed. And today, his clues were for a local bookstore near me. So before I went to work today, I went and I got one. And I'm very happy about it.
Yes.
I bought two. Nice. I bought a signed one for myself and a not signed one for Leo.
Aw, that's very cool.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Today I'm going to be a silly goose, and it paid off.
Good for you. I'm glad you were able to get it.
I'm very happy.
I love Halloween books.
Me too. It's so cute.
I put up my Halloween decorations today outside.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. It's been Halloween since September 20th at work, so next week needs to get here immediately.
I have police tape.
Yes.
And it's like legit police tape from the police station here.
Yes.
And so I put that on my door. And I always think it's really cool because I'm like, I have real police tape on my door.
Hilarious. I love it.
I just need, last year I tried to make like fake blood and like handprints on the windows. So it looked like, and I had shoes and like a box that I put, Last year I went all out with that. And I decided not to do that this year because I'm pretty sure the kids would have messed with it. So I was like, nah, not this year.
Yeah. So, still so cool.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about some news.
Okay, let's dig into, because I know you've got all of the menu updates for the week.
I do have quite a few menu updates and some other interesting updates that were announced this week.
Okay. So Magic Kingdom, what do we have over there?
Yeah. Well, outside of the fact that Big Thunder Mountain is going to be closed for a whole year, starting in January.
I hope they add that section that you guys have in your attraction.
With the fire?
Yes, that we don't have, because that makes that like my favorite ride.
So good. It's so fun. I think it might be a little of that. I think there might start to be some infrastructural things added to start making way for Cars Land over there. But yeah, they're going to be closed starting in, I believe, January for a year.
So sad. I'm going to miss it.
But while you can't ride Big Thunder starting in January, you can go to Pecos Bill's Tall Tale Inn and Cafe and try some of their new items. They have a steamed tamale with no protein. So they updated their most recent menu like a couple of weeks ago, and they've added these new items that have no protein, which is a weird way to put something on the menu. But basically, you can get all of the bases without your choice of meat. So if you are, I don't know if these things are going to be vegan, but maybe if you're vegetarian, it might be a better option. I would definitely check the menu.
My guess is vegetarian.
Yeah. But you can get the steamed tamale, the nacho bowl, the Southwest Caesar salad, the rice bowl, all with no protein. And they've also added chips con queso, but they have removed the barbecue cheddar seasoned fries. That was a fast turnaround on those.
Yeah.
Pinocchio Village House has removed their allergy-friendly Caesar salad.
Interesting. I wonder if it just didn't sell.
Yeah, probably not. Over at Animal Kingdom, Restaurantosaurus has removed French fries with cheese. This is interesting. Harambe Market has added jollof rice. I love me a jollof rice. Over at the Wilderness Lodge at Roaring Fork, they added a cinnamon roll. And at Whispering Canyon Cafe, they have removed the pomegranate berry sangria. And it looks like that sangria might be getting just phased out of everywhere now, because it's also being removed from the California Grill, the Barefoot Pool Bar, the Oasis Bar and Grill, Mardi Gras, Muddy Rivers. Yeah, so all of those are
pretty much everywhere it is.
Yeah, the pomegranate berry sangria is no more.
I'm wondering if they're phasing it out, and if maybe in the next week or so we're going to see a new seasonal sangria.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Because pomegranate berry,
it's kind of summery.
Yeah.
Over at Springs at Deluxe Burger, they removed the classic bacon cheeseburger and added a beef Wellington burger.
Oh, I want to see what that looks like.
I know.
I love beef Wellington. Like, that is probably, if somebody said, this is your last meal, what do you want? I'm asking for beef Wellington.
Dang. All right. Okay.
That's one of the things.
All right.
I don't know why. I just love me some beef Wellington.
I haven't had beef Wellington in years, but
it's been I don't even know how long since I've had it. A really, really long time.
And in a weird decision that's giving Hallmark Channel, Amaret's Patisserie has added a mini Christmas croquembouche to their menu. It's a little early for that, but all right. I give it to you. And then also in some various breakfast locations throughout the Walt Disney World Resort, starting October 23rd, which is today as we record, breakfast drinks. New breakfast drinks are coming to various locations. Not all of these are new because I have actually had one of these. The Pink Spritzer, which is Lyre's Pink London non-alcoholic spirit, grapefruit soda, pomegranate, green tea, lime, and mint, which is absolutely delicious. The Legacy Mimosa, which has Uncle Nearest 1884 small batch Tennessee whiskey, Grand Marnier liqueur, sparkling wine, and Minute Maid orange juice. The Blackberry Orange Spritz, which has Kettle One peach and orange blossom vodka, Rocky's botanical liqueur, Sauvignon Blanc, and blackberry. The Island Fusion Punch, which has Mountain Gay Eclipse rum, Minute Maid passion fruit orange guava juice, and pineapple and lime juices. A delicious sounding cold brew martini with Selva Ray chocolate rum, Tia Maria coffee liqueur, and Joffrey's coffee cold brew.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds amazing.
Mhm.
I'll take one of those.
Definitely. A Sunrise Margarita, which is Terramana Blanco Tequila, Grand Marnier, Hella Cocktail Co. Smoked Chili Bitters, Lime, and Agave. A Tito's Bloody Mary. A Spicy Paloma, again with that Terramana Blanco Tequila. And many wishes.
What's interesting about that Paloma is it's not made with grapefruit juice.
No, it's grapefruit soda, so it's got a little fizz to it.
I'm wondering if it's like actually has real grapefruit in it, or if it's
like squirt,
or if it's like, you know, like you can get grapefruit sparkling water, you know, where it has that flavor.
Yeah,
I'm curious about. I'd have to ask about that.
Definitely.
If it didn't have real grapefruit in it, I would have to have one of those. I miss having grapefruit
Paloma.
drinks.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Yes.
And finally, they've added a So Many Wishes, which is that pomegranate green tea, hibiscus, lemon, and a dash of stardust. That one, of course, is non-alcoholic. So lots and lots of menu updates and lots of beverages for people to try. So if you've had one or you're trying one, tell us about it. We want to hear what else is going on.
Speaking of menu, I mean, this is like really what the show today really is about. A whole bunch of menu items just all over getting updated. So over at the Sci-Fi Dine-In, they have added 2 new dishes to their menu. One is called the Beamed Up Burger with fries. It features 2 pressed signature blend patties, American cheese, shredded lettuce, jalapeno bourbon bacon jam, and house-made burger sauce on a brioche bun. Wow, that sounds good. The other one is a prime rib sandwich. It's a toasted hoagie roll filled with shaved prime rib, provolone cheese, house-made gardiennard, arugula, and a side of au jus. Over at Mama Melrose's Ristorante Italiano, you can get, they have 3 new dishes they've added. One is Mama's Pasta with shrimp. It has 3 cheese sauces, sauteed kale, cavatappi, roasted butternut squash, and wild mushrooms. The plant-based Tuscan white bean puree with roasted garlic, eggplant, fresh herbs, and chili oil. That sounds interesting. And a braised Wagyu beef on orchidette with red wine braised Wagyu beef, dried cherries, and pink peppercorn. And these will actually be launching. They launched today. Now that I think about it, it is today. Word. So that'll be awesome. Kat, we've got dates for Festival of the Arts.
I can't believe we're already talking about Festival of the Arts. Woof.
I know.
Yeah.
And I miss it. This is one of my favorite festivals.
It's so good. I can't wait to see what cursed popcorn bucket they put out this year.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
I was just talking about that popcorn bucket the other day.
Yeah.
Because I was at the hockey game and we saw that they had a souvenir popcorn bucket. And I was like, what does that even look like? And I'm looking around and all of a sudden I see that someone had just bought it. And they're selling it for $30. And what it is the Nashville Predators mascot, Nash. It's his cat head.
Wow.
And I was like, and it's like this size. And I said to my dad, I was like, for that much, I can go get one at Disney that's even better. I mean, because we were talking, kind of looking at the prices of things everywhere. And it's funny because I'll go, That costs more than Disney. Nothing
Oh my
should
God.
cost more than
Seriously.
what they charge at Disney.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
So,
if
Kat,
you're-
what are the dates?
yes. So Festival of the Arts is returning January 17th, 2025, and will run through February 24th. It's a short run, but it's worth it.
I wish
Excuse
they'd
me.
extend this one.
Yeah. I know they butted up pretty closely to Flower and Garden, but, you know, there's no reason they couldn't go a little longer.
It just seems to me that maybe while this is going on, you could start like doing the outdoor stuff, you know, the planting or whatever for Flower and Garden.
For sure.
And like, I don't know. I would just like to see it go like into March or start a week earlier too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like this festival has such amazing dishes, and it really shows the creativity that comes with, you know, the culinary arts.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to actual artists and things like that are there. Like one of my favorite artists is the lady who does the cat pictures.
Oh, yeah.
And they have like wine, beer, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about having her do our like a thing for our cats, because she actually will commission work like that.
So cute.
And I just, but I feel like you missed out on some of the really cool things about Festival of the Arts. So
Definitely.
oh wow.
Along with the, of course, amazing eats and artists, there's also going to be the Disney on Broadway concert series, most likely coming back because it's been going on for many years, and it's wonderful. They get to bring out some of their Broadway alumni and do some performances. And I know, Kristen, I don't know if you watched it. Did you watch the D23 Horizons stuff?
No, I did not. I missed it.
They announced that The Greatest Showman is coming to Broadway, right?
Yes,
and
I did hear that.
The people that they had there performing are some of the incredible performers who will most likely be here performing for Disney on Broadway at the American Gardens Theater, including Josh Strickland, who was Tarzan on Broadway. So hopefully we'll see them back, and a bunch of other faves. Definitely we'll keep an eye out on that stuff.
I love that movie.
Oh, so good. It's so good.
It's funny because I had seen an interview with Hugh Jackman, and they had actually asked him at one point, what is the hardest role you've ever played? And he said, The Greatest Showman, because he had to be somebody who was a real person, and he wanted to like do that role the best that he could. And so he read up and studied and all this kind of stuff. And he said it's much harder than going and working out and getting all buff. And I was like, well, that
Truly.
says a lot, you know?
Truly. Man. Well, you know, we love to talk about these great festivals and dishes and all the things you can expect, but I also love to talk about a great travel deal. Kristen, tell us about some interesting travel news.
Well, right now you can save up to 25% on rooms at select Disney resorts in early 2025. I know it's hard to believe that, like, it really is just around the corner. Before we know it, it's going to be here. But if you're looking to stay most nights from February 23rd to April 30th, you can save up to 25%. And if you stay most nights Sunday to Thursday from January 1st to February 20th, you'll save up to 20% on your rooms. Of course, the higher end resorts are going to have your biggest discounts, and then it just kind of, you know, slowly bumps down from there. But 25% off. You can't beat a deal like that.
And where can they book that beautiful deal with you?
They can contact me at themeparkandcruises@gmail.com. Okay. On to something that I am so excited about. There will be, I don't know if you've heard about this or not yet, but over at Four Seasons Resort Orlando, which is one of my favorite places in the world to go. To me, it's just a place where I can go, relax, and have like great food, great drink, amazing service, like just the best experience. Never have had anything there to complain about. But they now are adding a new adult-only speakeasy bar. So it's going to be a pop-up speakeasy. It will feature whimsical decor, inviting ambiance, and expertly crafted premium cocktails. It's called Epilogue. It's going to have a subtle library theme with elements of the decor, including books. It's going to evoke a chic Art Deco lounge, paying homage to the Sunshine State. Let's see. The mixologist team, which is led by Jacqueline Kogue, has created a vibrant menu of crafted cocktails. It's going to embrace Florida's farming heritage and connect to the stories of Florida's past. There's going to be 8 specialty drinks and 5 classic Prohibition-era cocktails. Let's see. So I'm trying to see. Okay, so it's going to be available select Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights with seating starting at 6 p.m. It has already opened. Tickets are available. Cost $75 per person, which includes 2 drinks and gourmet bar snacks. You cannot just walk in. You have to have purchased seats in advance. So we will put the link to that in the show notes. So that way, if you're wanting to enjoy this, you can purchase your tickets through the link. But I am really excited about this. And it's coming as part of their 10 years anniversary, which is crazy me to think. Like, I was there not long after they opened. There used to be a food blogger conference that would host, and it wasn't Disney food, like Disney food blogs. It was food blogs in general. And they had hosted some events over at Four Seasons during it. And it just became like one of my favorite places. It's just amazing, and I cannot wait. I've got to see if I can find this menu. But the pictures that they have of this are amazing. If you go and you post pictures on Instagram, please tag us in those. We definitely want to see what you are drinking and enjoy. But that's very exciting.
So cool.
I would totally go to it. I don't know about you, Kat.
Definitely. I love a speakeasy.
There's just something that's so cool about that kind of like vibe and just, yeah, the whole thing.
I wonder if the menu is online
and we've got more menu changes to talk about.
Yes. We mentioned this a little while ago that we were going to see some new menus from Wine Bar George.
And we got it.
Why don't you tell us about brunch to start, Kristen?
Okay, so their featured drink is the Wine Bar George Old Fashioned. And then to start, the menu items you can get is the house-made hummus. There's a seasonal salad, which has Honeycrisp apple, apple cider vinaigrette. There's a crispy mac and cheese bites, warmed spice olives, which are one of my favorite. And there's something called dippy egg. It's a soft boiled egg. It's got carrot and goat cheese puree, chorizo jam, and sourdough spears.
Interesting.
Yes. They have an artisanal cheese board, a charcuterie board, as well as a brunch board. And the brunch board has breakfast sausage, maple dusted chicharrones, hash browns, candied pork belly, cheddar manchego, and condiments. So I really like the sound of that.
Yeah.
For your main plates, they have a fried chicken biscuit, steak and eggs. There's burrata, and it has avocado, tomatoes, Nooski bacon, and ciabatta. There's a wine country omelet with spinach, mushrooms, bacon, Havarti, and crispy shallots. Stuffed French toast, and it is stuffed with coconut cream, and it has rum caramel.
Wow.
There's a seared porchetta sandwich, pastrami smoked salmon, and sausage gravy and biscuits. For your sweets, they have the olive oil cake and the key lime pie. Sides include pork breakfast sausage, eggs, you get 2, bacon and hash browns. There's also for cocktails, Jorge's Red Sangria, Wake Up Call, which is espresso infused Barsol Pisco, Cafe Borghetti espresso liqueur. They have the Aperol Spritz, which I had on the trip, Kat, and thought of you.
I love an Aperol Spritz.
Me too. They have the Frosé. There's the Frosado Mimosa, which is made with the Dole Whip pineapple, and a Froscato made with Dole Whip pineapple, and a frozen old-fashioned made with Dole Whip orange. Sounds delicious. Kat, what about lunch?
Lunch has a lot of the same items, but we also see there's saganaki on fire, the sweet potato and Brussels sprouts, the house-made meatballs, 4K ranch short rib. What? Short rib. That sounds good, though. An alumina lamb loin, which I know you don't like, Kristen, but sounds delicious.
It's not that I don't like it. I just can't bring myself to eat it.
That's fair. That's fair. For boards, they have their artisanal cheese bread and the charcuterie board, and of course the big board, which has both.
I do like that if you do the big board, though, you get 2 more cheeses and 1 more meat.
Truth.
So I think that's pretty cool that you get a little bit more with that.
Yes. For entrees, they have the chicken salad sandwich with roasted tomatoes, which sounds delightful. The steak frite, a BLT and C, which is a bacon, lettuce, tomato on brioche with a 4-cheese sauce. A branzino sandwich with gribiche, pickled onions, and arugula.
I like the sound of that.
Definitely. The seared porchetta sandwich is also featured on their lunch menu, and a meatball sub. Family-style plates are still the same. We have the skirt steak and the grilled whole Greek sea bass, which is one of my favorites.
I would love to try that.
It's so good. And for dessert, they've added a tea tart, which is chocolate shell, cherry pomegranate red wine gel, Earl Grey tea mousse, and toasted marshmallow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
So a lot of new things. What about dinner?
So dinner has a lot of the same things that you mentioned before. The small plates are all the same. They've got the same boards. For entrees, though, you can get a grilled ribeye. It comes with sweet potato matchsticks, baby kale, tallow vinaigrette, and onion gravy. There's also the Bell & Evans braised chicken with gnocchi, mushrooms, spinach, and cream sauce. the seared porchetta steak, and that comes with spinach, pickled mustard seed, oyster mushrooms, burnt honey orange broth, and micro cilantro. They do have the same 2 family-style plates available, as well as the same desserts. So I liked some of these updates. Sounds very interesting.
Definitely.
Yes. Very delicious as always. I mean, that's another place we've never been disappointed by. Like Wine Bar George they are consistently fantastic.
Agree.
And you can't go wrong with a place that's always spot on.
Mm-hmm.
I know we just had an awful lot of stuff that we just talked about. And I'm sure everyone is now extremely hungry and ready to eat. So I sure hope you're not listening to this on your way to work, because even though you probably just ate breakfast, you're already ready for lunch. Thank you guys so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show. And if you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. And please continue to give us those 5-star reviews. It does help the show so much, and it means a lot to us. As far as where you can find us, you can find Dining at Disney on all of your favorite social media sites. Also, you can check us out at diningatdisney.com. We do have the new Facebook page. So if you're looking for Dining at Disney, look for Dining at Disney podcast. And make sure you join some wonderful Facebook groups, including our Dining at Disney one, which has an awful lot of people in there, and we really want people to be more interactive. So please ask questions, have fun, talk about your favorite places, share pictures. Also, check out our friends, the Disney Dorks. They are always very supportive of us, as well as the Sorcerer Radio Fun Zone. You can catch us also on Sorcerer Radio, which can be found at srsounds.com or on their wonderful Sorcerer Radio app. And as far as Aljon, since he's not here, I'm going to mention you can find him on Instagram at AljonGo, ALJONGO. You can also check out his podcast that he does with former Disney creative and world-renowned author Dave Bosser. It's called Skull Rock Podcast. They feature many, many great Disney Imagineers and artists and authors, as well as they discuss a lot of pop culture. Kat, where can everybody find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Catastrophe, at CAT_ASTROPHE. And of course, you can check out my little podcast, Eat the Pictures, wherever you get your podcasts. If you want to support the show, please consider donating wherever you watch or listen to us. And you can also shop our links: Amazon, Disney Store, Kingdom Strollers, and Garden Grocer. You can find them at diningatdisney.com or in the show notes below. Until next time, I've been Kat. That's been Kristen. Bon appetit.
The information and opinions expressed in this podcast are for entertainment and informational purposes. All other trademarks mentioned are the property of their respective owners.